Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back for yet another city builder survival game, this one known as Eggoria. So for those of you who are fans of Foundation or Ostriv or hell, even City Skylines on the channel, I've been on a real city building kick lately, and this game is no joke, pretty good when it comes to building a city to survive. The world is under attack by something known as the corruption or the creep, and it is going to swallow our city if we're not careful in a few days. So this is exactly what I wanted to see. An excellent game, if you will. So welcome to Eggoria, where apparently our people are eggs, but that doesn't matter. We can build some incredible cities. So if you want to see more of this, make sure you show your support, and let me know you want to see more. We can do a full playthrough on this one. But for now, I'm going to start a new game, and we'll get into it, and we'll see what it has to offer. Apparently a lot of good stuff so far. Wow, would you look at that? That's exactly what we'll get to build as soon as we get our city underway. But for now, we have to survive and don't be swallowed by the darkness. Alright, well that looked quite promising, that little loading screen. But here we have 3 little eggs and a cart. So what our goal is then is to try to do enough building and research to keep ourselves alive, and we'll continue to move away from the darkness to try to keep our people alive. And right now we're going to order our creatures to start cutting down trees, and we're going to move at a faster pace. So I did the research through the tutorial. There's a little bit of stuff that you can do learning about the game, so I researched that out a little bit, but it of course only scratches the surface for a game such as this. I do know though, of course, that basically cutting down trees is very important, as well as gathering materials. So we're going to try to collect as much stuff as we can, harvest if you will, and cut down trees for... Oh, hello, there's a little horse over there. Very good. Alright, let's cut down some more hay. So lots of building materials in this game. We can build huts and houses and do research, so it's quite interesting. Just like with Foundation, the people look a little weird, but that's really not what we're worried about. We're worried about how cool will the city be and what will things look like when we're done. We're going to start some basic research if we can, but we can't, because first we got to build the strangest thing in the game, the Heart of Campsite, which is really weird. But I'm going to pick one of these guys here to basically spit their heart out. That's what's in their egg, is like an actual heart. So he'll come over here and build a stick, and then he like barfs his heart onto the stick, and then we can build houses around it. I don't know how it works, but it's kind of weird. It's the only weird part of the game. Everything else is pretty solid and self-explanatory. There he went. A heart on a stick. Yeah, we just unlocked our first one. So we better slow down time a little bit. Go speeding a little too fast as we're still gathering materials. I'm going to ask for 3 homes to be made. Apparently these creatures, their happiness is affected by whether or not they have a home, and I think that affects their effectiveness in mining and like cutting down trees and stuff. So we'll get 3 homes built. We'll also build ourselves a research table so we can unlock new technologies, and then we'll also probably have to move away from the creep as it's getting a lot closer. I don't know if we can ride horses or not, but we got a big adventure in front of us and a lot to do. So let's see if we can continue to cut down some trees. So I want some more suggestions from you guys for other city builders that we haven't yet taken a look at. Of course, we'll probably take a look at Banished and something like, I don't know, Life is Feudal, Forest Village in the future too. But this really reminds me of games like Dwarf Fortress, and there was another game that I played recently on the channel too, where you have to designate where things are to be mined, and you have to do trading, that kind of thing. So looks like we have a various number of resources, including, look like up there, sticks, and maybe that's maybe logs, or maybe sticks are a whole different thing. But we have carrots, we have rocks, and we also have hay. So we need to keep all that stuff into our mind as we're building. Okay, so it looks like our creatures are building, and they're cutting down trees, and they're doing everything that they can before the creep comes here. I think we should probably also mine some stones, so we'll do that too. So one of the things in this game is that we can gather all the materials that we want, but we aren't able to use them until we research. So we first have to kind of gather the material, do a little research on it, and then we can build stuff out of it. So it's like, oh, gather some stone. Oh, cool, if we cut a stone into, you know, little squares, we can stack them on top of each other and build a house, you know, that kind of thing. So let's continue to cut down everything in this region, this little area. We're clear cutting, boys, so that way we can get on the road as soon as possible and get out of here in that wagon. Let's also grab some berries from here, harvest that, and we're good. Okay, let's speed up time a little bit. One more hut to be built. Oh, well, that one's almost finished. There we go. And then we can also apparently do farming, build roads. It looked like we could build defensive towers and actually have a military. And I know we can actually have like armor for our troops, so we can give them weapons and fight off the enemy if needed. Water, that kind of stuff. All right, we're a skilled chopper now. Cool. All right, let's see. So far so good. Day 1. I like the music, though it is a little quiet. The only time you can hear is when you zoom in like this. and then you hear that beating heart, which is just really weird. So it's like zoom out and hear nothing, or zoom in and, you know, you hear people actually working, but you can hear the heart all the way over here. So the music is okay in the game. Maybe I should even turn it up a little bit. Let's see if there's an option for that. Let's go to the menu. Let's go to settings. Crank that music up a little bit. There we go. All right, not bad. Okay, we're at something called Hona's base. Okay, so we need to move from Hona's base in a few days. The position is 248 meters away, and the creep will be here in 4 days, so we need to watch out. So it'll look kind of like it almost looks like rotten spaghetti, like a bunch of like black string or something like that on the ground. So we need to watch out for that. And it's kind of an interesting game, I must say. It feels a little bit like Don't Starve. It feels a little bit like a few different games that I've played, but nothing quite like this. So I'm interested so far. And I don't know if we can ride that horse, if we can like grab it and, you know, like make it domesticated or something, or train it, or have a stable, but it'd be cool to know. And I don't know how we get more eggs either, so I don't know if we can have like I don't know if we need a chicken coop or something. I don't know where these eggs get born. Who knows? So we'll have to see in time. Okay, so we've gathered quite a bit of materials. When the enemy comes, or when that weird blob comes that's going to eat us, we can load everything in the cart and head out of here. So they'll work together to pack everything up, and we can move to a different spot. Alright, how are we doing on research? Looks like we can build more stuff. Basic crafting. Oh, okay, we're gonna learn basic crafting now. So we'll unlock that. So somebody needs to come over here and research that for 2 log and 2 hay. So we've done a good job of gathering all the materials. There he goes. Looks like he's going to grab the rest of the stuff. I think if we press left alt, or what is it? I hit the Windows button. If we press left alt, it shows where all the logs and hay and stuff are laying around. So we've cut down all these things, but we don't actually have them in storage. So it's probably a good idea for us to try to cut down as much as possible, so we can bring it all with us when the time is right. Okay, so he finished research, so let's slow it down a little bit. And now we should be able to research some more things. So, what do we have researched here? So basic research is unlocked, so that probably gave us a few more things to build. Now we can build a crafting table. So we've researched that, so now we can build some basic armor and items from that. So we built everything that we can aside from that, so let's continue to speed up time. They need to build that and then research from it. We can also scout, too, around to see what's around here, but I don't want to do that for now. Looks like they have all the food that they need. They do need to eat, so we need to keep that in mind. We do have plenty of carrots, it seems, and berries that we found. So hopefully they're able to grab the rest of that stuff. If we click on bushes, we can also just tell them to harvest, so that's helpful. And yeah, it looks like there's a little river up here. Well, that kind of looks cool. There's reeds. I wonder if we should gather that. Doesn't look like we can. I don't know if they can swim or cross shallow water, so... Whoa, Jesus. Crazy. Music is just blaring now. Oh, good. Crafting table is complete. Let's go ahead and craft some skirts and some hats out of hay. And how long do we have until this gets here? Okay, so it'll be here still in about 4 days. Oh, we can also make some wooden sticks, too. So we have weapons and some basic armor. I guess some shielding against the elements, really. Such as the sun or wind. We'll see. If there's a desert nearby, we can cross it. That'll make it a little safer for us to cross with some sort of protection from the sun. Oh, they have some big yellow eyes at nighttime. That's cool. Okay, and they're seemingly switching... Oh, okay, they each have a house. So they're switching who can do research. So somebody will always be working, somebody will be researching and building, and somebody will be sleeping. So that's probably for the better. Okay, and then I also see the horse on the minimap, so there must be some sort of interaction with the horses, except for just, like, them being there. First time miner, apparently. We've done some research on mining. I might be gathering too many materials, but again, first time really doing a full playthrough. So let's go to equipment. Looks like we got a lot of good items here. How do I go to each of the individual ones? If we click on, for example... Oh, they're all sleeping. Okay. If I click on equipment, can I assign a hat to somebody? Oh, I see. Let's give you a hat. Well, they already have wooden sticks. Okay, so our creatures do already come with some wooden sticks, so that's good. Let's go to another How do I select another creature? Arrow button at the bottom. There we go. So it looks like we have a hat, and we have some extra wooden sticks, so that's good. I can probably cancel the rest of the queue. We won't need those. So let's cancel that, since they all already have a weapon. Now it's raining. The creep will be here in 4 days still. It's only day 1, so I think by day 5 then, we'll probably start to see it maybe by tomorrow, depending on how quickly it moves. 4 days before we're swallowed. Okay, so we need to watch out. So this weird corruption, or whatever it is eating the planet, so it's best to be kind of nomadic. To stop, do some farming or whatever for a while, and then move again. Seems like it's better the further away that you move. Boy, they sleep for a long time. Geez, somebody get the egg timer. Wake these guys up. Still some work to do. So yeah, I don't know how we get more creatures, but that'd be kind of cool. So it looks like they will sleep at nighttime. I thought they would take shifts and optimize their AI. But this kind of makes it boring because nothing's actually happening. Oh, there we go. Now we're good. Alright, good morning, eggs. Good morning. What's for breakfast? Eggs. Haha. Alright, let's see. Alright, so it looks like they're making the remaining skirts. So it looks like one skirt is being almost done. Looks like it's done now. See if we can get that one back. How do I, guess we'll click here. There we go. Alright, so our second creature now has a skirt, and then we just need a hat and a skirt, and we are good to go. And probably cut down that hay, too. Because we need some more for our little skirts. Skirt, skirt! Okay, let's get these, it says shop trees, but these is actually just like a pile of dried grass that can be used as hay. And for the horse, what can we do? Set dangerous. Eggs will run away from dangerous or battle. Oh, okay. Well, I probably don't want to battle the horse. It would be nice if we could actually get the horse attached to the cart, but there's no option for that. So it'd be cool if we could domesticate animals, which I'm sure is an option. Alright, looks like we've got one helmet, or hat. I guess technically it'd be under the helmet tab. It's called headgear. So one more egg without that, and just a skirt, and we're done. Oh cool, he comes right over here to pick it up. That's neat. So it is literally an item that stays on the ground. We also have wooden sticks here, so anything we can't load into the cart won't come with us. Let's see if we can do some more research now. Let's see. Some of this stuff requires potion. I wonder if there's any other research we can do. So these seem to be the only basic things we can make. Beginner's research table. Beginner's crafting table. Interesting. Well, let's give one last creature a little bit of protection. I guess we haven't finished the grass skirt. You guys are just standing around. Where's all the hay? We gotta get some more hay, I think. Actually, wasn't there plenty of jobs to do? Wow, they got them all done. Very efficient. Good job. I'm actually surprised they did all that. Okay, let's get some more hay then. That seems to be the only thing we can build with for now. And that'll finish that skirt. Skirt. Skirt, skirt. There we go. Perfect. Okay, what's the second thing? A secondary weapon, maybe? Maybe the weapons have durability. Okay, so all of our creatures now have skirts, even though I guess you can't tell. Or maybe you can. Well, they're a little darker than the hat. Looks like they get skills, too. That's kind of cool. Alright, so there's nothing else I can do with the basic beginning workers bench. But what can I do with the more advanced ones? Water requires beginner's research table. Oh, I see. So the lock doesn't mean that we can't research it. The lock just means that it's locked because we haven't researched it. Alright, well, let's go with water. That sounds like a pretty important basic need. And then, let's see, what else could we research after that? Oh, was that animal husbandry there? I think we might have to research everything on the outer tier. Let's see if we can research anything on the inside. Oh, good. Crafting with stone. Excellent. Fertility might be important, though we're going to have to get out of here in a few days. So the goal then, maybe we should slow down time and do as much research with these creatures as we can, and then continue to do... I'm going to actually just stockpile as many different researches as I can. Looks like we can do 3 at a time. So then, the other 2 should work on mining rocks, so we can use them for research and cutting down trees. So what do we have? Looks like we got plenty of rocks and logs. We might need to get some more hay for research, so let's do that next. So these are all just going to be brought back to the research table. And then they're going to be kind of used for research. And since we only have 3 creatures, let's use 2 for gathering and 1 for researching. Okay, so far so good. I'm starting to get a hang of it as best I can. Not too bad. And it looks like the creatures have found some more, wonder if we know where the creep is coming in from. 192 meters, I don't know exactly where it is. We'll need to tell our, some of our eggs to go look around. We can do a little scouting. Ah, there it is. Is that it? No, I don't think that's it. That looks just to be rock. Looks like he can't move over there because the, there's like a giant mountain. It could be to the southeast. I don't know if it indicates. But they're all sleeping right now, so let's look around. Man, those horses really could be useful if we can research that. With this being our first playthrough, I'm not going to know a lot of the things that we can do and what we can't do, so I'm going with what seems to be the quickest research and what seems to be the biggest benefit for the smallest amount of resources. So we'll see how that works. Next is going to be roads. I wish this nighttime was different. It kind of bums me out that they just kind of sleep and that there's nothing else we can do during the night. Which it's totally makes sense for the game because you have a certain amount of nights to get things done and there's a day-night cycle. And there's a reason to do it, but I wish we could kind of have our eggs only sleep if they were exhausted, rather than based off of time, just make it based off of energy. Alright, I'm going to try to have the eggs go everywhere. We're going to make them scramble to try to find all the positions that they can. Was that good? Did you guys like that one? Yeah, me too. Alright, let's go look around a little bit. Oh good, they have to walk all that way. I don't know exactly where this creep is coming in from. That's certainly not it there. That's just a mountain. Looks like we're in a very strange valley. Perhaps this is where they make all that ranch. Alright, if we know where the creep is coming from, we'll know where to go in the opposite. I guess as it gets closer, we'll be able to see it. Oh boy. Oh, we're in... Oh, here we go. There's like a winter world over there. Okay. Let's try to look this way. In the meantime, I hope you guys are working on the research for this. 2 more days before we're swallowed. Okay. We need soil times 3. Okay, don't know where to find that then. Let's slow down time again and go for animal capture. There we go. Oh, that's easy. Okay, we should have started with that one then. Oh, look at all these new things that have unlocked. There seems to be more stuff in here. Earth cultivation? I don't think I remember that. Water collection. Okay. Mourn the dead. That was there before. Okay, so maybe we can start using these animals to get out of here. So when we do find where the creep is coming from, we'll be good to go. So it's probably not coming from the south. So maybe the north, where unfortunately our little eggs have to walk all the way around. Oh good. New tech, unlocked animal capture. But it doesn't seem like we can do that. Maybe that's just for eating or something. What else could we research next? Can we research the Okay, we need ropes. So to research the advanced research table, we need some more stuff. Let's start with a fire. That's a basic need. That seems to be doable. Wait a minute. It needs a log, a carrot, and a mushroom to research a fire? That's not going to be doable. Okay, we got to find copper. Oh, we can actually do this one. So, oh no, I don't know where to find soil. I don't know if we can just dig that up or what. Well, let's do that one. We can make nests then. So it's one of those weird games where you have to kind of find the, Oh, drag mouse. Oh, cool. I just noticed that we could click and drag. Sometimes you want to pick things specifically, though, to whatever you're doing. That's right. As adverse to the Atlantically, you want to do it pacifically. For example, like hay only. Whatever. If I double click on hay, I wonder, does it select? It doesn't select everything in the area. Okay. All right. I still don't know where that creep is, and we're 2 days away from being swallowed. That's not good. Maybe we'll see it the next day. It says 60 meters, but I don't see it at all. Alright, our little creature should go to bed soon. New tech research, basic demand, good. Let's unlock ropes because that just requires hay. I guess we'll do all the basic ones that just take the stuff we have. That one takes soil and berry. I'm not trying to get soil yet. That takes rocks times 2. And rocks times 3. I don't know about morning. If we can do morning while they're alive. Oh, here's one of the things that we need for research. Let's go grab this. That is the evening star. Okay. There's another one over here. Oh, that's a rabbit. Okay. Maybe we can... Oh, there it is. That's... Oh. It's really hard to see that, actually. That's the creep right there. So I hope that's not over here. That was actually very difficult to see coming out of the mountains. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's there. But it is coming down from over here in the south, so we need to be very careful about that. That looks important. Let's mine out some of these things that look valuable. Oh, they're sleeping. Okay, I'm going to try to make today a priority gathering for some of those goods, and then set dangerous or battle. I wonder if we can battle an animal to capture it then. We'll have to experiment with that. I don't want to use the horse that's closest, but maybe we do have to battle it in order to capture it. Let's see if there's another animal nearby. They gave us a horse very close to our base, so I'm assuming we can use it for pulling that cart. Maybe. Maybe. I also hear frogs. I wonder if we can capture them. Let's try to battle a bunny and see what happens. Okay, so as soon as they're awake, we're going to gather some more important materials, and then we're going to see if we can continue the research. Okay, and 3 of them are sleeping. What else can we do for research? Let's see. With stone and heart, what does that mean? Materials requires beginner. Okay, well, it only requires a few rocks, so that's good. That rocks. Log and hay. Okay, I think we'll set somebody to make some ropes now. Let's make 5 of them. And then we can go on to the next one, which is... Well, this actually takes law and hay. Oh, basic storage. Good, that'll be useful too. Alright, I think we can only do 3 at a time, so let's start with that. And that looks like... Is that iron ore there? Oh, it is iron. Well, that kind of scared me, that horse. Okay, so we should be able to get some iron then too. Alright, they're all awake now. Some of the research being done. Now, there's the corruption there, but it's very difficult to see it. It kind of looks like just looks like a tribal tattoo on some dude at a bar. That's the best way to explain it, I guess. Oh, I guess you can really see it from here. However, it doesn't really appear to have grown much. It doesn't really feel as threatening as it did in the tutorial. But every world is randomly generated, so there is random generation, not multiplayer, and only on PC, so there's a lot to do and a lot of updates coming. I can tell you that. We can research the wheel. Okay, let's do that. Looks like there's 3 research stages for some of these things. I'll try to do basic weaponry. Oh, it looks like that crystal's taking a long time to work out. And I'll just do a clear cut of everything here. Trees and stone can go. And then some hay. Well, a beautiful game with some beautiful music. It's certainly got an interesting premise to it. Not much going on right now. There's only a few buildings, but a lot of this is based off of the game is designed to get you to stop, spend a lot of time in an area to build up the suspense of the corruption coming through. There it is. You can see it there. And then once the corruption is nearby, you can't really go back to another area, I think, or at least you can't build there. Maybe there'll be something that'll allow us to go into the area later. The best we have for our creatures right now are little eggs to mine with is sticks. They're literally just like baseball batting a, they're baseball batting like a little thing of ore and then trying to knock the heck out of it, which is funny. Okay, I don't know if we got that, I think we got the bunnies. I don't see them around anymore. I don't know if I can see if we've got them as food. Where do we... Oh, here we go. If I zoom out over the camp... Kind of hard to see. Can I click the heart? Oh, there we go. It doesn't really show any meat that we have, so I don't know if that actually did anything. Alright, well, day 4, it says the corruption should be here. Distance remaining 82 will be here in 1 day. So there is something coming in from over here. Oh, here we go. There's the map. It doesn't really show where the corruption is. Huh. Okay. Well, let's go scout a little bit. Oh, you know what? That would be great. To have somebody mounted on the horse would be awesome. Okay, well, they're doing a lot of gathering for materials. In the meantime, wow, they got the research done really quick. Oh, maybe we have to go through 3 research stages before something's fully researched. That might be interesting. Foldable structures, that'll be important. And collectible water, too. Let's do that one. We have 5 ropes made. That's about all we can make right now. The only material we can make. 1 + 1 = 2. Alright, I got that down. There's a lot of potential here for something great. I can tell. And I like the homes. They look good. We haven't really been able to build anything else at the moment. But we will definitely get to it when we can finally hightail it out of here. I'm just waiting for that timer to reach 0 to see what happens. It doesn't look like our camp is in immediate danger. Essentially what you don't want is this heart to be touched by this stuff over here, the corruption, which is very difficult to see. You know what'd be really cool is if the outline of it was like fire or something like that. It should look like it's like lava. Ooh, that would be really cool. Yeah, I want to see it make it look like lava or something. Etch the outsides and like flame. It'd be kind of cool. Okay, we have 2 ropes. Let's make some more. Let's make 10 of those. They seem like they're going to be really useful for research. And I think we finished all the cart research, so that's one less thing on the list. So if we do 2 more levels of research for that, we should research the folding materials, or the folding buildings. What are these little thingies here? Is that another flower? Oh, that's just the petals sitting there. I wish the creatures, if they were smart enough to pick a flower, it'd be nice if they were just to carry it back to the local area of the base. That'd be kind of nice. And it looks like we got some expanded options. Oh, cancel move. Okay. I thought there was a new stuff we could do. New tech unlocked. Foldable structures. Good. Okay. That's one thing done. Can we click on a building and switch owner? Okay. Let's continue to build. They're all sleeping now, so we got some time to figure out what we're going to do. Let's go with water now. Sand, rope, and copper orb. Don't know where we can find sand. We can't just walk up to the river's edge. There's a rabbit again. I'm assuming as we go to each different biome, too, it'll have different stuff for us. Like, for example, the winter biome might have snow or ice or something that we need. Or a rare mineral. And same with the desert. Right now we're kind of in that typical kind of... Oh, there it is. Oh, you can actually see it. Boy, it's very difficult to see the corruption. I can only see it through the... That's very difficult to see. It actually is here at the mountain. I couldn't tell it was moving. Even though it gives me like a day-to-day update, I can barely tell where it is. Okay. Let's get ready to move the heart then. I think if we blow up the heart now, if we make the heart explode, that'll be the first thing they do, and then they'll pack up all the buildings and we'll get out of here. Head north or something like that. I want to see more advanced structures and everything like that. I really want to see that cool stuff. I think we'll head north this way. So as soon as they wake up, we're heading north. Oh, and there's mushrooms on the mini-map. Okay, we can see those. And those look like what? That'll help us to make a fire. Mushrooms look like... Are they big or small? I can't tell. Certainly not the berry bushes. Oh, and they're awake. Alright, so now they're packing everything up. We're getting out of here before the corruption takes us over. Look, you can... I can't even see it on the mountain. Oh, there it is. Look, if you zoom in, it kind of... Oh, it kind of fades in and out. Okay. I want that to be a little different. I want to be able to see that much easier. Okay, let's get going, boys. So now we can have somebody grab the wagon. So let's go ahead and grab that thing. And let's move to the north. That's not far enough yet, but we'll send our boys further north and see what we can find. Is that the edge of the map? Oh, it's as far as we've discovered. The map will expand as soon as we go north further. Oh, what is all that? Looks like deer? Okay. Oh boy, this is going to be tough. We got a little river here. And a desert. Okay, maybe this is a good spot to be at. Let's try to find the edge of this river. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Let's move up here. Alright, let me grab that thing. We gotta go back to the wagon. And somebody grab that thing, please, and we will set up our heart. So a lot of our materials come with us. We weren't able to grab everything that we mined, but we certainly were able to do a lot of research. So getting the hang of things is just fine with me. And they need a place to stay, so some of those icons above them means that they want to go... Oh, I see. The frozen biomes allow us to cross rivers without a bridge. So that's helpful. Alright, so these guys want to get to work. I don't blame them. Let's slow down time, and let's build yet another heart. So let's go and click on you, or you, and we'll get started yet again. So this is kind of cool. So it's like it's a city that you build, except the city gets to move with you every time. So rather than finding a world and then building a city within it, you build the city and then move it about the world. That's kind of cool. I don't think I could name another game like that at the moment off the top of my head that does that. In the meantime, with these two sitting around, let's go ahead and collect and clear some space. Go ahead and start chopping some trees down. Go ahead and just chop these down. I want to make sure I don't accidentally chop down a bush, so I'm going to do this by hand. Like that there. I think that's a carrot. Oh, I don't want to do that. Whoa, was that a huge deer or something? Okay, we're certainly going to need a lot of logs, but it seems like hay too for making those ropes for research. Okay, so now what does it say? 300 meters will be here in 5 days. So the distance that we moved bought us 5 more days. So we started with 4, so now we get 5. So this is quite cool. I'm liking this now. Okay, let's go ahead and ask our creatures to make some homes for themselves. Ah, living condition is sad. Foldable can only be built on grass. What's the difference here? Does this allow us to build with just different materials, or is it something that we can pack up and use again? Or does it hold more people? Well, let's build these now and see what we can do. See what's different. Oh, if I hold shift, it allows me to build more than one. There we go. Okay, so we got 3 of these down. And we got some logs being cut down. Good. And I think they bring a lot... I don't know if we can see what's on... Oh, we can. Look at that. Rocks and rope came with us. Good. And a wooden stick. So I think either our capacity is limited or they just grab whatever. But luckily, hay is everywhere. And I think we used all that in our previous base. So, alright, let me tell them to grab the hay. That's most important now. For building these tents. Now, I hope this means that these tents are permanent. And that we don't ever have to build them again. Other than unfolding them. The music is getting certainly cheery. Alright. Well, I can proudly say that we didn't die from the corruption at the start, even though I could barely see it, so that's good. So we should pay more attention to the numbers rather than just watching the map. I want want to do some hunting and such. I like how this deer seems like it's like on the show Cops or something like that, like it's being arrested and we're trying to hide its identity or something. Okay, it's almost nighttime. If they don't have their tents, they're going to be sleeping outside. And they're going to be crabby that way. Well, one of them got done. How come you didn't go in there? That one was finished, sir. He tuckered himself out building a tent for a friend. What a good guy. All right, if you're tired, come on back. Make sure you sleep inside of a tent, my man. Oh, good. He seems to have made his way into a tent. Oh, good. His friend scooted him right in there. Exactly. All right. Exactly what happened. Okay, so now we've got a biome over here, what seems to be, maybe this is a swampy area. I heard a frog before. That might be like rocky land or something. Not to be confused with the Balboa theme park. That's a whole different thing. That's a fun roller coaster. All right. So what should we start building next? The research table, get all that stuff unfolded. Oh, we have farming buildings now. A small trap to capture animals. Does not work on big animals. It needs a digged hole first. It does not need to be built in the heart campsite. Okay, so we can trap animals. Actually, that's weird because I don't see us actually having any sort of food at all. Oh, we could build another cart. Provides 20 items, storage can be moved. Oh, so now we can bring stuff with us. Maybe we should build another cart. So let's build another cart so that way all of our materials can move with us. So we can build up to 3 now to have each of them do that. Let's do that. Plus it can also store stuff. So let's focus more on the mobile. On the mobile base. I wish I could scoot him into one of the tents, but unfortunately that one didn't get built. We'll learn, I guess, how to build different buildings and what ones are more priority. It also improves their happiness if you put them into a nicer building. So I'm assuming eventually we can build nicer homes for them to live in, and it'll affect their happiness, which might make them more productive during the day. And what is this? Another rock? Oh, it's gold. Oh, okay. Well, we won't mind that if we don't need that for now. Or maybe we should because... you see what I did there? Maybe we should because it might be very rare. Now, what do we need to build these carts? Requires 8 logs. So we better... Oh, we've got plenty of hay and plenty of logs. So let's continue to do log cutting. So let's focus on our mobile aspect. Then we'll gather more materials. Then we can hightail it out of here. So this is really cool. You're not defending against a constant creep or something like that. You're moving away from it. And then eventually maybe we can defend against it. So this is a really good start for us. All the little babies around. Aw. I don't know. I don't want to eat them. Alright, boys. Get that last house finished up and let's get mining. There we go. Gathered a little flour. Alright, the hay is done. And they're building the carts. Boy, those were easy to build. Nice. I thought that was going to be way more complicated. And then they can load that up when we leave, and we don't have to leave much behind. And then we'll have the materials on the go for when we do leave. Okay, I think we should build another research bench. Oh wait, entertainment buildings. Let's take a look at what's new. A nest provides a short-term rest for eggs. Oh, okay. Setup building. Ah, so that's one that came along with us, maybe? Okay, so when we build this last one... can I actually make this one a priority? Looks like we're missing some ropes, that's what it is. Okay, let's slow down time a little bit. Build ourselves a crafting... stone crafting house. Oh, cool. Let's see if we can build stone stuff now. Do we have stones around? Oh yeah, there's some over here. Okay. Build one of those. And let's try to complete some of the beginner's crafting stuff. Alright, we got a lot of stuff to build, so let's focus on building today and then research tomorrow. Here today, gone tomorrow, just like us and our wagons. And Hona Base. Okay, so it's still called Hona Base, no matter where we go. I wonder if can we rename it? Oh no, okay. You name it at the beginning, like before you start the game. There's some options to adjust how many rivers you want and whatnot. I just went with everything down the middle. So it should be like an equal number of rivers and deserts, and actually, I think we can get across the river here. Okay, so we do need somebody to make ropes. That's going to take a lot of hay, so let's continue to chop down hay. Corruption will be here in 4 days. I wonder if other biomes provide more materials, too. If we go into a drier element, if it'll have more stuff. You guys are mad? What's going on here? Body temperature. Can we... Okay, let's try to build one of these buildings. They're just standing around. That's concerning. Let's go ahead and put this down. And cancel that one. You guys are just standing. Oh, it's paused. That's why. Did I hit it? Oh, I see. Spacebar accidentally tapped it. Okay, let's try building this one. He looks a little upset. I don't know why. Is there no food? Anybody working on it? So I'm going to just go with the other thing. Let's build another hut. More expensive, but at least it'll build. Okay, so one of them sleeping. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there he goes. Two of them are sleeping. Oh, this guy's just going to black out. Oh, boy. Alright, so we got one homeless all the time. Luckily, we're not being attacked by wolves or anything. Alright. Well, I think this is very good for our first episode. We're just scratching the surface of this game, so I'm certainly going to give it another couple goes to just see more and more of the buildings. But that's the basics of the game, is, you know, gathering resources, doing research, building as much as you can, and then hauling out to the next area. And that's a really interesting premise to me. That's really like Mad Max or something like that. You know, grabbing materials, trying to set up a camp, finding stuff around, and then going elsewhere. So that is it for today's episode, everybody. Thank you very much for showing your support. A very neat game. I'm going to give it some more love because I like what I see here, and I see it's going to take a little bit of time to play and has a unique charm to it. So if you like this one and want to support the channel, make sure you click or tap that like button on the way out. Make sure you subscribe to if you're new here, and I'll see you for more next time. We'll do a few more episodes on this one, and if you really want me to keep it going, then make sure you show all that love. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.